Testing 1 2 3. My microphone. I knew you'd lose connection. I want to see if this microphone, this lapel mic, works when I'm this far away from the GoPro. I hope it works. We're going to try the video. Good afternoon. I wanted to take a little bit of time today to give you an update. I suppose we'll call this modifications to the CT-90 1.5 because I'm not quite at 2.0 yet. I'm kind of using this opportunity to test out some gear that I'm going to use when I do a 130-mile run later this month on what's called the Washington Backcountry Discovery Route. Backcountry, WABDR, and I think the website is ridebdr.com if you want to look that up. It's a section of gravel road and mountain roads and dirt roads that go all the way from Canada to Mexico. The section that we're going to try and ride, we being the group of a video I posted earlier of Pacific Northwest Honda CT riders, CT-90, 110 and 125 riders. So far we've got about 7 of us going, and that's just here in a few weeks. So I'm kind of using this opportunity to test out some of the equipment that I'm going to need for that ride. Some of the modifications I've made since the last video are this extension pole for my GoPro 360 camera. In a previous video on the GoPro 360, I had it attached off the back end of the motorcycle, and that was pretty cool. It showed me from behind and the road going ahead. This one here I'm going to be able to extend. Let me untangle my mess here. This one I'm going to be able to extend out in front of me, and that way I'll be able to get some film footage of the other riders in the group, whether they're in front of me or behind me. And I've installed a little pouch here on the inside of the handlebars for a battery pack for the 360 camera. I'm not sure how long the battery pack will last with the 360 camera, but I think I can monitor that on my iPhone. I got the iPhone mount here, and my GPS Garmin 700 Montana 700i mount here. I did a while back install a USB charging port to the electrical system of the Honda. When I tried to use that on the ride that I did into Baker Lake Hot Springs, I noticed that you had to be at a pretty high RPM in order for that thing to charge anything more than about 6 volts. So we'll see how that works out. A lot of this stuff has not been tested yet. I suppose the day of the ride will be the test. So anyway, I've got this pole secured best I can with some bungees. I did put a crossbar piece in between the handlebars that I bought offline. One of the other modifications that I am going to try and do is I bought this seat cushion cover, and it seems to go over the Honda seat pretty good. I'm going to have to tighten up these buckles and whatnot. But what I want to do with this is to install some of this foam under the pad, this seat pad, so I've got some extra cushion Old guys lose their butt. I need to take care of my rump. Anyway, a couple of the other modifications that I'm going to make for this ride. It's about 130 miles round trip. There's going to be 7 of us going, and we're supposed to have another Zoom meeting tomorrow evening to discuss some of the particulars. And I think with 7 of us going, one of the things I'm going to suggest is that we just carry one set of necessary tools for the bike and divide that up amongst the 7 people. I think if we divide the essential equipment and supplies among 7 people, it'll keep us from being top heavy. I'll put in a picture here of some of the weight that these things are able to carry. I've seen videos and pictures of these things carrying whole deers on the back end of them, so they'll handle the weight. But I just want us to try and be as nimble and as low center of gravity as we can be for the ride, because it's going to be some challenging stuff from what I understand. I've never ridden the ride. I got a new spider net bungee back here. The old one that I have, they seem to lose their sponginess. They seem to lose their elasticity over time. So got that to hold on. I think I'll put water, first aid, snacks, things of that nature in a little day pack on my back. And back here I'm going to have some, of course we've got the side cover that I haven't yet decided what I'm going to put in there. I'm going to try and keep that to a minimum because it's kind of a pain in the butt when I pull that off and on to charge the battery and have stuff falling out. Right now I've just got my registration in there and a couple extra cotter pins. We'll have a spare toolkit along with a spark plug and spark plug wrench. Like I said, we're going to discuss tomorrow evening on the Zoom call a centralized toolkit. I think is going to be better for all of us. But anyway, I've got this old thing here, that roll-up tool bag that I can fill up with the essential metric tools, whatnot for the ride. But I'll know more about what we're going to bring and who has a better idea for tools. If I don't have to bring tools, I can bring beer and snacks. So one of the other things that I'm going to add is this 1 gallon gasoline bag. It's about 130 miles. Nearest I can tell is we've got about I think it's about 1.5 gallons. I'll flash the actual capacity of the tank on this on the screen. And depending on the riding, could be low speeds, high RPMs, doing a lot of hill climb and a lot of loose gravel. I would rather err on the side of having enough gas to go up and back in one trip. Some of the mileage that I've seen posted online, depending upon the riding circumstances and the altitude and all that, they're getting anywhere from 70 to 100 miles to a gallon on these. So anyway, I've got what's in the tank under the seat. I do have the spare additional gas tank that comes, the auxiliary tank that comes with a Honda 90, but when I bought it, it had been sealed really nice inside to keep from rusting, and I really don't want to use that unless I absolutely have to. So I ordered this online. It's about $100, and this will hold 1 gallon of fuel. It's made by Giant Loop, and it comes with a flap here that has the nozzle that attaches to it, so you can fill your bike when you're on the trail. And it's got these handy loops and molly loops here to where I'm pretty sure I'll be able to strap this down on the back end. So I will finish off this video when I get some of this stuff done. I'm going to be working on it over the next couple 3 days. And let's see. I will, this video here is running about 9 minutes, 10 minutes long. So I think I will do a version 2, episode 2 of this video when I get all this stuff completed and attached. And then I will give you a tour of everything that I've put on the bike, and hopefully I'll be a little closer to being ready to go by then. So anyway, stay tuned for the second part of this video. It should be up here in just a couple 3 days. It should take me that long to get stuff installed and trimmed and all set. Anyway, thanks for watching.